Hello, welcome to this week's edition of the Instructional Insight. In our first box, we have some IAR resources. We have shared this out before, but if you're looking for sample questions or you want to show students the tools to use for IAR, you can check out this Google slideshow. There's some test taking tips here, and we are also going to have the slogan contest again this year. So if you would like to be the IAR slogan master for District 52, you can submit an idea that you would have that we could make posters for and include in the video for a slogan for District 52 for IAR this year. Looking forward to hearing your ideas. And this week, we are also focusing on two ideas that go together, one-pagers and sketch notes. So for one-pagers are a way for students to demonstrate learning from a text in a more creative format. So they use drawings, they can use text, they can use quotes from the text, and they can show their understanding of learning through pictures and words and vocabulary. So this can be used not only just in ELA, it's very commonly used in ELA. It can also be used in social studies and science to show the concepts that you are learning about. Each one of these pictures are linked to templates for one-pagers, and they come with directions that you could use. A few more examples to a very simple to just two boxes to a little bit more involved with 5 boxes. And then they always have this outside border. And it's a great way, like I said, for students to get a little bit creative and highlight things like vocabulary. So if you click on the one-pager description here, it takes you to a blog. And it will, if you scroll down, you can look at maybe an example a little bit closer up to show how this student used pictures, vocabulary, the size of words, images to show Frederick Douglass and what they had learned about Frederick Douglass. And so it's a nice way for students to just be a little bit more creative instead of to show that they're understanding of what you've taught. And the second thing here is sketch notes. So you can use sketch notes at all grade levels, all subjects, and it's really just text and images and structure, a little bit of structure that has sketch notes. And there is a great little short 3-minute video if you were thinking about using it, and a link here that takes you to 8 ways to use sketch notes, which I know our student sketch notes might not look like this, but it's great to have students put pictures and arrows and get their ideas connected in sketch notes, and they can add color and use pens and flare pens. And we know our students love gel pens. So it has examples of all of different ways that people have used this, and there's a great math example in here. And also our own Nikki Larson has this great slideshow to introduce sketch notes to students. You just make a copy here, and it has a lot of ideas that you can use to show students what sketch notes might look like and things that maybe should be included in sketch notes, because it is a way for students to take notes. It is structured, but it is open to interpretation. So it talks about the sketch, the notes, and then what it should look like when students are done. So there are a lot of structures that you can introduce students to, and a lot of the different flares that they can add, which would look like this, highlight words, and then it has a lot of the symbols that students can use: bullets, dividers, arrows. Arrows are great in sketch notes to connect ideas, get students thinking how things are connected, and icons. So sketch notes are a great way to have students follow along if you're doing a read aloud, if you're doing a novel in class, if you're watching a video, if you are just reading an article about something. It gives students a chance to be creative in the way that they are taking notes and add some